This is some simple training for managing tasks, particularly looking for those with deadlines which may be overdue, and those tasks which are for prior to today which haven't been signed off. So you go to the main tasks screen in the scheduler, click on Manage Tasks. There are several filters that can be applied, including who it's allocated to, who it's allocated by, and which clients it's allocated for, as well as date ranges, date from and date to. But to find those tasks which are deadline tasks only, in other words tasks which have a deadline, click on Deadline Tasks Only, and they are all the tasks which have deadlines. If you want to sort by the oldest deadline to the youngest deadline, click on the deadline field and sort oldest to newest. And this basically shows there's a task there that's 68 hours overdue. Apart from that, all the tasks are not overdue per se. However, some of them, by the time you take into account the amount of work that's still scheduled prior to the task, actually have an overdue status in the leeway side of things. In other words, by the time the tasks that are scheduled before it are done, there would be insufficient time for that task. So that gives you an idea that for those particular people, they may have too much in front of their deadline, which might need looking at. But the most likely field that will be used is the work hours left, which indicates how long before the deadline will be passed. To find out those tasks which haven't been signed off, untick the Deadline Tasks Only flag, and then go across to the date and time field that they're scheduled, sort in ascending order, and this shows all of those tasks which haven't been signed off. If you wanted to, you could actually put a cap on the last day, so that you got a list of all of those prior to today. There's 9 tasks. Well, that's the basic managed task information, but for further filtering, I could find out all of those that belong to a certain individual. We could look for private tasks only, but we'll only show your own private tasks because we don't want it showing other people's private tasks. It also has a flag there that includes completed tasks. Okay, so this is the basic training. If you want any more information, feel free to give me a call. Thank you.